Alright, let's be honest right now. We probably watched this trailer over and over and over again. We tweeted, we talked about this trailer, we, analyzed this trailer and how realistic it looked. We probably shared it on Facebook, told our friends, praised 2K Sports. We probably even pre-ordered a PS4 or an Xbox One after watching this trailer. Basically, after watching this trailer, we came to a nice conclusion that the graphics for NBA 2K14 via next gen is simply, and I mean simply, outstanding. So this video is going to be kind of long, so it is going to be audio mostly, so you could, minimize this window, play some 2K, listen to this, thumb it up, finish it off, but you could just watch the video and watch this trailer over and over again, because I would simply have no problem doing that because it just looks that good. But we're going to be talking very in-depth right now because look, the graphics are insane. We know that. We went ham over watching this. James Harden looks so realistic. LeBron James, oh man, Kobe Bryant yelling at the teammates, LeBron James dunking and Derrick Rose. Look at this, man. It's so realistic, but it's not only about the graphics, and we know that right now. We already came and we realized that it's not only about, the graphics. And don't worry, for NBA Live 14 fans, I will be breaking, a video just like this for NBA Live 14. So we have a lot to talk about in this video, so let's just get started. So I'm going to talk about what I think about this trailer and what I think of NBA 2K14 Next Gen as a whole. Not just the graphics, the game modes, and all that good stuff. So it's going to be, a nice long video. So anyways, while I do all this at any single time and point, comment down below your thoughts and opinions for every single subject and segment that I talk about in this video. It could be multiple comments. I really want to know what you guys think and want on NBA 2K14. Seriously, we're all a community, so if 2K sees this, maybe they can implement some things, last minute. So let's get this started. So one thing while watching this trailer, oh my god, that this thing really noticed out to me now. I know all of us were shocked about how awesome this looks and all that good stuff, but there was just two things that really impressed me. Number one was the lighting. The lighting in this game looks so amazing, because look, this is actual 2K14 footage just on replay mode, right? So one thing that I noticed that really was, illuminating was the lighting. The lighting really shined on the players and it just gave a very realistic feel, as you can see by this trailer. And one thing that I really did enjoy, also the illuminating cameras are really, signifying how realistic this is, and it also signifies the crowd. And the crowd is something that I really loved in this trailer. Now, all the previous games, the crowd was nice, don't get me wrong, but this game, if you, pay focus to the crowd, like seriously, every single person in the crowd is different than another person for the most part. Wearing different jeans, wearing, different shirt, different body structures. It's serious. Look at this. Look at this crowd. That is something. And I know it's very small, but it's the small things that really stand out. It's seriously amazing. And I really do applaud the people who made this game, the developers and, the community managers, everybody, for building such a great game. Well, we don't know that yet, but graphically wise and presentation wise, from what I can see right now, much respect. But now let's get started. So first of all, the emotions and animations for this game, I'm really liking what I'm seeing right now. Everybody's getting hyped. Kevin Durant's jump shot, as you can see, does look more realistic. I mean, we can see the sweat on everybody's face. And it's just a brand new, it's just a brand new conception of real graphics. I mean, I thought 2K13 was insane with graphics, 2K14, even 2K11. But this next gen feature really brings the players to life. I saw so many comments saying, yo, is this real life or is this, a game? Like, they can't even tell. You seriously can't even tell. But now we got the graphics part out of the way, right? We already know that 2K14 is going to have insanely amount of high level graphics. We already know that they established that. They made their point that it's no joke when it comes down to next gen via graphics. But it's not just about the graphics like we said. Now, as for the gameplay, I really do love the gameplay in 2K14. Honestly, I mean, there are some glitches here and there, but I really do love the gameplay. It makes it so much harder than 2K13. For example, Euro steps, double tap X, spin move, double tap B, Euro step 3-point shot, double tap X on the 3-point line, run into the 3-point line. So we do know that 2K14 is a lot harder. I mean, blocking dunks, I really do like that. You know, Euro steps are a lot harder. This game is definitely not an easy game compared to 2K13, right? And I do apologize for that background, it is my cousin, but we basically established that 2K14 is definitely a lot harder than 2K13. I mean, even when playing MyTEAM, now there are some things that I do kind of want them to fix, but maybe it's just that we're that spoiled in 2K13 that when it comes down to 2K14 it gets really frustrating. For example, open threes in MyTEAM that normally would go in 2K13, no doubt, tends to not go in 2K14, and that's something I would like to be fixed. And I mean, I understand that not a player can make every single shot he takes, but sometimes, like players with Kevin Durant or Carmelo Anthony, they're just that open, super open, and they miss open jump shots. But 2K14 really does utilize, you know, open set shots. That's something that they really do emphasize. In 2K14, you can run off a screen, shoot, and you make it like it's nothing. 2K14, they really do value that open spot-up shots compared to a shot off the dribble, you know, with the exception of players who can make those type of shots, those elite players. But, you know, with the gameplay, I really do like it. I believe the steal success rate is a little bit too high in 2K14 current gen. Maybe lower just a little bit, because in 2K13, we were obliged to basically not even click X anymore, because as soon as we did, it would be a foul. So, you know, getting a quad dub in 2K14, my career was pretty tough, except for Mr. Quad Dub Neil Bridges, man. That much respect to him, man. He gets quad dubs like it's nothing. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, it's a lot easier to get steals in 2K14 than in 2K13, and that's something that should be changed just a little bit, because if you just keep on tapping X in MyTEAM and stuff like that, it does, you know, the steal success rate is a lot easier. So maybe just do a little bit of adjustments on that. There are some glitches. I did make a glitch video, just, you know, simple glitches that can be fixed very easily. The ball going all the way on the top, we know that, you know, shooting, you know, invisibility, like the backboard's invisibility, like Shaq, we did that with Shaq. It just happens a lot. But beside that, I honestly don't have that much problems with the gameplay. I know a lot of people do complain when they drive it to the rim, it's an open lane, but they do get blocked. But that just makes it more fun, man. Time your dunks and all that stuff properly, and there's not going to be a problem. I love the screens in this game. Maybe get that screen pick and roll just a little bit better. Flashy passes are amazing, and this game just has very realistic settings, and I do enjoy that. But now it's time to talk about the thing that I really want to talk about, is the game mode. So if you made it this far, much respect, guys. Seriously, much respect. And now we're going to be talking about the game modes for most of the time for the rest of this video. So game modes. So let's start off with, you know, online, like the leaderboards, all that good stuff. You guys know it's sick. And, you know, MyTEAM, that is something that I really want to get on touch. You know, my career, it's almost the same exact thing as 2K14 current gen, of course 2K13 current gen. I really do hope that NBA 2K14 next gen does give us more of a my career. I mean, it's a big time mode. It's basically what made 2K really famous when it came down to 2K10, and then it just progressed every single year. So my career is something that I really hope to see 2K14 really nail, and you know, go insane and just, you know, put it to a brand new next gen level approach. Really want to see what 2K14 can do with next gen. You know, I'm not asking them to make it like Sims, where you can go to a house and all that good stuff, but just change it a little. Don't make it the same exact thing. Like I said, 2K14 current gen, 2K14 next gen are going to be completely different games from what I've heard, right? It's not going to be the same exact game, so don't expect it being the same exact game for game, path to greatness, every single detail. It's going to be different from what I'm hoping, and I'm hoping there's going to be some brand new game modes, if not game modes that are accelerated. So we got my career down. We want them to make the my career even better. Now, another big time aspect for game modes, and I know you guys really want to hear about this, and I know I might not be the best guy to talk about this, but it is something that we all want to see as a community, and that is crew mode. Not cruise, crew mode, similar to 2K11, where we have a 5-on-5 setting on an actual arena with our my players. I mean, look at this right now. Just imagine if this was a crowd with our my players, how realistic it would look. how sick the videos would be, and just how realistic of a setting it would be. It would seriously be impeccably amazing, if that's even a word. It would be the opposite of blasphemous. It would be purely fantastic, man. If we can see a crew mode back on 2K14 Next Gen, they do have the graphic and the memory capability to do something like this, so I really do hope they implement a real-time crew mode in NBA 2K14 Next Gen. You know, I really hope they do something like that. It would be really sick. Now, for the All-Star Dunk Contest and 3-point shootout, I do hope they change the dunk contest in 2K14, just because, you know, the Guitar Hero setting is nice, but for Next Gen, I just want that crazy feeling of a Next Gen dunk contest, if you guys know what I mean. Simple as that. Now, one mode that you guys know we gotta talk about this, and there's just so many more things I could talk about. I think I might have to make a part 2, but we're gonna be talking about the MyTEAM mode. Now, this is something big. You guys know I gotta talk about this. I did save it for last because there's just so much to talk about. So, I really do hope they change up MyTEAM in 2K14, right? Next Gen. Current gen, it was just basically a VC. It was just for VC, right? You know, everybody can just buy a VC. Simple, $10, get 50k VC, get a whole squad. You know, there's just no element of surprise when getting a rare player. No element of surprise getting a rare player. And don't get me wrong, I love playing MyTEAM in 2K14 current gen. It's so much fun, I could do it all day. But I would like to see a different, different genre, a different, I don't know the word, but just a different entrance to the MyTEAM level of expertise in 2K14 Next Gen. MyTEAM set the bar in 2K13. It was great. 2K14, I feel like it just stayed at a neutral level. Just stayed neutral. I don't think it got, relatively better. I mean, of course it got better. Don't get me wrong. It did get better. But there's just some aspects that it actually decreased in my opinion. Of course, leaderboards is sick. I'm happy they put that down. Just makes it more of a competitive setting. You want to win your games more. And, stuff like that. I do like gameplay, of course. I already talked about that. Implemented in MyTEAM. I like it. I like how the difficulty increases as you go up the seeds. Definitely makes it more challenging. I do feel like lag is a lot better, of course. But, we gotta talk about lag too. But anyways, one thing that I want to see is I want to see the element of surprise again. So I really hope that they take away this gold plus and stuff where you get a guaranteed gold player every single pack. I really hope they do something like that just so it can be implemented. I really hope that because, everybody has a gold team now. You spend $10, you get a gold team. So, I know it was kind of like that in 2K13 where you had to buy your players, but you had to spend a lot more money to do so, which really did lower the amount of gold teams people had. And you couldn't buy legends. You couldn't buy legends, which basically meant, seeing people like Hakeem Olajuwon, Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan, players like that, Larry Johnson, Sean Kemp, Shaq, all those good players like Wilt, it just was a lot more rare. Now in this game, it's the same amount. You can get them on a gold historic pack relatively easy. Relatively easy. I got Shaq, Jerry West in the same pack, man. So that, the same video. So that just shows you how easy it is to get those type of players. So I really do hope they really do make it a lot more rare and just change up the whole entire VC system. For example, I just really feel like it's making your My Career player off the VC system similar, just because everybody can just max out very easily in 2K14 current gen. So I really do hope they make it, or just make a nice distinguish between the My Career, crew mode. Hopefully they bring it back in the actual My Career, where you can't use VC on your actual My Career player, or it's just a VC that you can obtain and not buy. You can attain and not buy. So make a different VC system for MyTEAM, and make a different VC system for My Career, where you can only earn it. You can only earn the VC that you get. So not everybody has a stacked team, and you gotta build your players, and that'd be even better for crew mode. So you earned your 99 status, you earned your 85. Our perceptions for career mode is that you need a 99 to be amazing, but look at the players we have in our MyTEAM. Are they all 99? No! They're 80s, they're 85s, they're 88s, they're 90s, and they're really, really well. You could do work with a 70 rated team. What I'm trying to say is, maybe if 2K14 takes the element of surprise and the conception that we have that, a 99 player is the only way to win in crew mode, maybe if they take that VC system and just, make it different with VC in my team in my career, where we gotta earn and work hard to get that 85 rating, then maybe when we play my team, dang dude, this dude has an 85 overall instead of, yes, we're playing another 99 overall rated team. What a surprise. You know, that's just something to think about, to talk about. And, you know, there's just so much more I can talk about all day. As you can see, this is just all constructive criticism and optimism for a great game and a great company who I think really did do work. I mean, a lot of people were hating on 2K, but think about it, man. They made 2 games. 2 games, not one this year. They made one for current gen, which we're enjoying for a month. It's a nice appetizer, you know, it's just our little chips, it's a popcorn, it's a fries, it's a mozzarella cheese sticks before eating a nice plate of gyros or a steak or just something that's amazingly, right? It's just a nice little appetizer, right? So much respect for 2K first and foremost for doing what they did. You know, making 2 games is not an easy thing to do, and I do applaud them sincerely for making 2 games, having fun for this current month right now, and then honestly just going ham, not sleeping, and just no lifing next gen. So I know I talked about so many things in this video. It is a relatively long video. I don't think I made a discussion video this long, and I know I talked about so many aspects. I know I didn't get to touch up online, but I really do hope you guys enjoy this video for online. I just hope the servers get a little bit better, but I really do love what they're doing right now with 2K, and I really hope they implement all these awesome ideas that we all have for 2K14 Next Gen. So make sure you let me know what you guys want to see on Next Gen for NBA 2K14. I know this was a long video, longer than videos I normally do, but I just wanted to let everything out. I finally had time to make a video today, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumb it up if you did. 2K14 Next Gen, it's going down.